We live in a world where the middle class is working harder than ever, yet falling behind faster than ever. Ever wondered how someone earning $80,000 a year can still feel broke, while someone earning half of that quietly builds wealth? Is it bad luck, a broken system, or something deeper, hidden in everyday habits, mindsets, and invisible traps we never saw coming? Let's uncover the real reasons why the middle class is getting poorer, and more importantly, how to escape. If success is your goal and you're ready to level up, make sure you subscribe. Every video is crafted to move you closer to the life you deserve. Number 1. The illusion of feeling rich. In today's world, many people fall into the trap of feeling rich without actually being financially secure. It's easy to confuse appearances with wealth, buying the latest gadgets, dining out frequently, or upgrading to a bigger home. These choices can create an illusion of prosperity while actually draining your finances. The danger lies in prioritizing short-term gratification over long-term financial stability. The millionaire next door warns that those who appear wealthy often have little actual wealth, as they spend beyond their means to maintain appearances. To break free from the feeling rich trap, start by distinguishing between true wealth and appearances. Focus on building assets that grow your net worth rather than liabilities that drain it. First, track your spending and identify areas where you're overspending to maintain a lifestyle that doesn't align with your financial goals. Next, adopt a mindset shift. Ask yourself if a purchase contributes to your long-term financial security or if it's merely a status symbol. Point 2. The mortgage trap. Owning a home too soon. Home ownership is sold as the dream, but for the middle class, it's often the first chain that traps them. According to Zillow, the average U.S. homeowner spends $9,000 per year in hidden costs like maintenance, insurance, and taxes. That's not counting interest over 30 years, which can double the home's price. Mistake most people make is they rush into buying a home thinking it's an asset. But if it drains your cash flow, limits flexibility, and delays investing, it's a liability in disguise. Rent if it gives you financial breathing room to invest, save, or start a business. Buy only when you're ready, with 20% down, a stable income, and when the home won't consume more than 28–30% of your gross monthly income. But now you may ask, isn't rent just throwing money away? The answer: not if the cost of ownership traps you in debt and prevents you from building other assets. Renting gives you freedom. Ownership gives you roots. You choose what you need now. Don't buy a home out of pressure. Buy when it aligns with your life goals, not your social image. Understand opportunity cost. $100,000 in a home down payment is $100,000 not invested in stocks, ETFs, or building a side hustle. But there's a much sneakier trap that's even more dangerous, and it hides behind your job security. Job dependence, the single income risk. Let's talk about Marcus. He worked at a Fortune 500 company in Atlanta for 14 years, made $110K, had great benefits, and believed he was set for life, until the 2020 pandemic hit. Layoffs, no severance. Within 3 months, he had drained his savings. He had no other income stream. No investments, no side hustle, just 14 years of loyalty and zero financial independence. Over 60% of Americans rely solely on one income stream, their job. Yet we live in a world where jobs are less secure than ever. People often get confused job security with financial security. They give their best energy to employers, but never invest in themselves. Build at least one alternate income stream: freelance, content creation, dividend-paying stocks, real estate, or a side business. Develop a skill that pays you directly, not just your boss. Number 4. Inflation, the invisible thief. Let's talk about a villain that doesn't rob you at gunpoint, but still leaves you broke: inflation. It's that silent thief stealing the value of your money every single day without making a sound. People keep saving money but never grow it, keeping your cash parked in a savings account at 2% interest. While inflation runs at 6% is like filling a leaking bucket, you'll always lose. Take Rahul, for example. He used to stash every penny in a fixed deposit, proud of being a saver. But his money didn't grow. It shrank in real value. Then he made a shift. He learned about ETFs and mutual funds, started small, and 5 years later, not only beat inflation but created an emergency fund and invested in a rental property. Invest your savings where they outpace inflation, like index funds, inflation-linked bonds, or dividend-paying stocks. Even $100 per month in a solid ETF can make a big difference in 10 years. Here's the part nobody tells you. The system is designed to make the middle class feel responsible by saving, while the wealthy protect themselves through assets. And that leads us to one of the most surprising reasons the middle class gets poorer every year. Number 5. Lifestyle creep, the rich illusion that keeps you poor. People confuse earning more with being wealthier. But if you earn $10K a month and spend $9.8 thousand, you're still stuck in the same hamster wheel. When every time your income increases, your expenses race right behind it. Got a raise? Boom, new iPhone. Bonus came in? Let's upgrade the apartment. Slowly, without realizing, your wants become your needs. Most people never redefine. They just keep chasing bigger, shinier, faster, until they're exhausted and broke. A higher income won't make you rich. Discipline will. Ask yourself, are you upgrading your life or just upgrading your liabilities? Would you rather look rich now or actually be rich later? Here's what's wild. Lifestyle creep is powered by comparison, not need. And that takes us into a deeply rooted psychological trap that keeps middle-class families stuck for decades. Comparison culture, the social media poverty loop. Comparison triggers emotional spending. According to study, 40% of millennials admit they've gone into debt trying to keep up with peers on social media. That's not just dangerous, it's addictive. People confuse signal with substance. They chase the image of success instead of building real wealth quietly. Unfollow accounts that make you feel behind. Follow creators and communities that talk about financial freedom, not just flexes. Ask yourself before every purchase, would I still buy this if no one else saw it? Remember, people show the highlight reel, not the debt behind it. Real success is quiet. Loud is often least. Number 7. Childhood money programming, the inherited scarcity mindset. Think of Rhea. Growing up, she often heard, money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. We can't afford that. Now she's 32. She earns well. But every time she starts saving more than $5,000, something happens, an emotional impulse to spend. A voice in her head whispers, "Who do you think you are? You've never had this much before." So she unconsciously resets herself to struggle. Again, this is financial thermostat programming. According to Dr. Brad Klontz, a financial psychologist, most people carry money scripts formed by age 7, and these scripts unconsciously shape their financial destiny. If you were raised with scarcity, fear, or guilt around money, you'll sabotage abundance, even if it arrives. Identify your money scripts. Ask, what did I see, hear, or feel about money growing up? Journal your earliest money memories. Who influenced your beliefs? Replace limiting scripts with abundant ones. Use affirmations like, I deserve wealth. Money is a tool, not a master. Number 8. Asset ignorance. Working for money versus making money work. The middle class is stuck in the earned income loop. They earn, they spend, they repeat. Wealthy people? They shift early into passive income through stocks, real estate, businesses, and royalties. According to research, 90% of millionaires built wealth through consistent investment, not high income. Set an asset rule. For every $1,000 earned, invest at least $200 in assets. Learn how ETFs, REITs, dividend stocks, and mutual funds work. Not investing is the bigger risk. Inflation eats savings. Your job security isn't guaranteed, but owning assets compounds quietly over time. I'm dedicated to helping you achieve financial freedom through right knowledge. If this video resonated with you, like it, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more wisdom. You Are Wealthy, the channel that doesn't just teach you how to make money, but how to truly own your financial destiny. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for joining us. See you in the next video. Until then, keep growing wealth.